You know, every year has its own unique energy, right? Its own distinct personality. So, today, we're going to try and get to know 2026. What's its story? Let's dive into the astrological forecast and find out.
So what's the deal with 2026? What can we expect? What are the big themes, the big energies that are going to be shaping the year ahead for all of us? Okay, let's get into it. To really understand the vibe of a year, the first thing we do is look at its celestial rulers. And for 2026, we have a real dynamic duo at the helm. And believe me, they are setting a seriously powerful, action-oriented tone.
Think of it like this. Jupiter, the planet of big ideas, wisdom, and expansion, is the king. He's the one bringing all this opportunity and growth. But what good are ideas without action? Well, that's where the minister comes in, Mars, the planet of pure action, passion, and drive. He's the one pushing us to actually do something with all those big opportunities. So yeah, it's a year where big dreams meet a powerful push to make them real. Now, it's not just a two-planet show. We've got other major players on the field. The sun is reminding us that we need to show up every single day. Consistency is everything. Then you've got Saturn, the tough love coach of the Zodiac, demanding discipline and hard work. And maybe most importantly, you have Rahu, pushing for teamwork. The big message here? You can't go it alone this year.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. How do all these energies actually affect the different signs? Well, we can see three main groups emerging. And first up, let's talk about the architects of ambition.
For these signs, 2026 is all about career, it's about hard work, and it's about seeing real, tangible results. This is the year for them to literally build their future, whether that means launching a new business, gunning for a promotion, or making some seriously strategic moves.
So, if you're an Aries or a Taurus, this is your year. It's time to finally launch that thing you've been planning. For my Virgo friends, technology is your best friend, and you'll want to focus on making some new, powerful partnerships. And Capricorn, this is a big year for you to build wealth, but it's not just going to fall on your lap. It comes from stepping up and taking on major responsibilities with that classic Capricorn discipline.
All right, let's move on to our next group. These folks are on a completely different path, a much more internal journey. I call them the seekers of meaning.
For these signs, the whole focus just shifts inward. The main goal isn't external success, but growth in wisdom, in spirituality, in self-understanding. It's really about finding a teacher, a practice, or a life path that just resonates on a much deeper soul level.
Gemini, you're in for a profound spiritual awakening. It's about learning how to balance your everyday life with this newfound inner growth. Sagittarius, you are on a quest for knowledge. This is your time to find a guide or teacher, and any kind of spiritual travel is a huge yes. And Pisces, wow, you have an opportunity to reach a whole new level of spiritual mastery, something called Mantra City. Basically, it's gaining real power through your dedicated practice. But, and this is a big but, it only works if your actions are coming from a good, ethical place.
And that brings us to our final group, the ones who are poised for some really dramatic shifts. These are the agents of change, and for them, 2026 is going to bring some significant transformations, both personally and publicly.
Yeah, for these signs, 2026 is definitely not about small adjustments. We're talking about major leaps forward. For some, this comes after a period of feeling kind of isolated, while for others, some totally unexpected events are going to create a brand new platform for them to succeed. Cancer and Leo, it's time to step out from behind the curtain and into the spotlight. Foreign lands are calling your name. Libra and Scorpio, you're thinking bigger, taking your work global, probably because the workplace itself is shifting all around you. And Aquarius, this is a huge, pivotal year of transformation for you. It's like a chance to earn a Lifetime Achievement Award, but it's only going to happen if you can really embrace discipline. So you might be wondering, okay, that's great, but how do I actually handle all this? Well, regardless of your sign, there's a kind of universal toolkit that applies to every single one of us for navigating 2026.
So what's the big takeaway for everybody? First, be consistent. This year rewards the slow and steady, the disciplined daily effort, not just big, flashy sprints. Second, practice mindfulness. Think before you speak, think before you spend. Your words and your finances need extra care. Third, remember you are not in this alone. Success this year absolutely comes from collaboration. And finally, stay grounded. Find something, yoga, meditation, walks in nature, whatever, that keeps you centered amidst all this powerful moving energy.
Look, at the end of the day, astrology gives us a map of the cosmic weather, but you are always the one steering the ship.
The year 2026 is offering this really rare, powerful blend of wisdom to see the path forward and the passionate drive to actually walk it. So the only question left is, what are you going to choose to build with it?